Day number 2 of OTAs is in the books, ladies and gentlemen, and the media was in attendance. Therefore, we got a lot to talk about in today's recap of OTAs. Shout out to SNY for giving us this footage at practice. Make sure you guys give SNY a follow on YouTube, on all across social media. I'm really excited about it. Usually, when we talk about OTAs, we refer to all the beat reporters that happen to be at practice, and we got a lot of awesome details to talk about. Garrett Wilson spoke to the media today, so did Aaron Glenn, a lot of other veterans. And the best thing about OTAs thus far, I gotta say it immediately in the first few seconds of this video, 100% of the New York Jets are in attendance, folks. You have any idea how big of a deal that is? Do you know how rare it is to have 100% attendance at OTAs? Especially with a brand new coaching staff and a brand new regime. You know what that tells you? That tells you that this Jets team, the players are all in and they're buying what Aaron Glenn is selling. That is fantastic news. We don't have any holdouts. There's a lot of contracts that needs to get sorted out, more specifically Garrett Wilson and guys like Sauce Gardner, but they're not holding out. We have nobody not showing up, okay? That is awesome stuff. So that's the first takeaway of OTAs so far, is that the guys are showing up to the table and showing up to practice. They are all in. So I'm excited about it. There's some standouts early on in OTAs that I'm excited to break down in this video. But before we get deeper into it, make sure you guys subscribe to Jets Media if you're new. Hit the like button as well and comment your thoughts of OTAs for the New York Jets, your biggest takeaways thus far. Also, Jets Media Day 2025 is happening. And if you guys want to get the details, link is in the description to sign up for the pre-sale list, and the form is in the description. The announcement will come this weekend. So let's get straight into OTAs for the New York Jets. The first opportunity to see Justin Fields rocking number 7 out there. And I'm excited about this, man, because I feel like Justin Fields just looks the part in terms of him on the football field, getting all of his teammates involved, throwing the football. He's in peak shape, and I'm really pumped up to see what Justin Fields does this year. So let's get into what Fields did so far in OTAs. So the first team drill period, courtesy of Connor Hughes, on 7-on-7, he went 4 for 4. 2 really nice throws over the deep middle to Garrett Wilson and Allen Lazard. Lazard had one that was extra nice. Fields has real nice zip. So that's the first time Connor Hughes of SNY is getting a taste of what Justin Fields looks like as a Jet with his own eyes. And can definitely tell you guys, it's different when you get to see these guys with your own eyes. If you've been to training camp before, you know what that feeling is like. When you see videos compared to being at practice, different animals. So right out of the bat, Justin Fields is impressing a guy like Connor Hughes, who've seen a lot of Jets quarterbacks throughout his days. And I feel like you look at what Justin Fields is going to do here, I think that there's a lot of potential for him to get on the same page with all of his new teammates. Garrett Wilson is going to be the main target. The main target for Justin Fields, as you could see on your screen there. Now, the next thing I want to talk about with Garrett Wilson is he spoke to the media, and this is what Connor Hughes posted on Twitter. Quote, "I'm hopeful I'm a Jet for life." And Garrett said that his reps and the Jets have had conversations. Now, this is big because you want to talk about something that every single Jets fan is waiting for, is the contract extension with the New York Jets and Garrett Wilson. It seems like it's going to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So let's hope that that happens ASAP, because we want Garrett Wilson locked up long-term. He's about all the right things. They asked him, how come you're at practice when there's a contract situation? He said, I got a really big passion for football. He knows there's a business side of things, but he wants to be there. He's all in with Aaron Glenn. He's all in with Justin Fields. So it's just awesome, man, because some people were like, oh, Garrett Wilson's going to get traded. He hates the Jets. But no, that's not the case right here, folks. This is really cool to hear from Garrett Wilson that he wants to be a Jet long-term, and you know that Justin Fields is going to give him the ball a lot. Even Aaron Glenn in his interview today said, we are going to get Garrett Wilson the ball as much as humanly possible, because when you have a dynamic talent like Garrett Wilson, the goal should be feeding him the rock every single time you have an opportunity. So big shout out to Garrett Wilson for this quote, and hopefully he can go out there and be an animal for the New York Jets this season with Justin Fields at quarterback. Now, here was Justin Fields in the 2-minute drill, courtesy of Zach Rosenblatt of The Athletic. Garrett Wilson with a great catch away from his body in the middle of the field. Then Justin Fields missed Stone Smart open down the field. And then Justin Fields was sacked by Byron Cowart, and then sacked by Cowart again with Will McDonald. And then the highlight of this take I want to talk about is Will McDonald, because according to Zach Rosenblatt, Will McDonald was dominating today. This is interesting because Will McDonald changed his number to number 9, and Aaron Glenn said he put on 15 pounds in the offseason. And he's expecting him to be able to set the edge against the run. And we saw Will McDonald break out onto the scene last year for the New York Jets, getting double-digit sacks. When Jermaine Johnson went down, Will McDonald took on a big role with Hassan Reddick not playing, and he took it and ran with it. I think there's another level of Will McDonald that we're about to see here. And I know people say, numbers are not a big deal, but for some of these players changing their numbers, they kind of feel like a different energy. Like Jermaine Johnson going to number 11, that was a big deal for him. And I'm not saying for fans, it's more like these players, when they change their number, like Will McDonald going to number 9, a single-digit number, he's put on 15 pounds. He's ready to go. I think if there's somebody that can be one of the best players on this entire Jets defense this year, it is Will McDonald, and I'm really excited about it. He's turning heads early. It's OTAs. There's not pads on, so we can't really evaluate the trenches yet. But based off what we saw last year with Will McDonald and based off of him gaining 15 pounds, going into year number 3 in the NFL, I think Will McDonald has a chance to do something special this season with the New York Jets. So really excited to see what Will McDonald is all about entering his 3rd season and first year with Aaron Glenn, of course. Now, shout out to Robbie Sabo of Jet X Factor. He had this tweet. Now, if you guys know me, this is my favorite rookie. He says, A.Z. Thomas deserves a call-out for some excellent coverage against a longer developing, really tough route concept to cover. Great positioning, inside, hip, and under, great play. I'm so happy that Robbie Sabo highlighted him, and shout out to Robbie Sabo. Make sure you guys go give him a follow on X. I mean, one of, if not the best guys out there that's at Jets practice, every single practice, and shout out to the Jet X Factor crew. As always, great work. When I went to the Senior Bowl, A.Z. Thomas blew me away to the point where I'm like, that is a guy that it looks like a first-round talent. And at the time when I was at the Senior Bowl, Azareye'h Thomas was projected to go late first round, early second round, and then he dropped to the 3rd round. I really do think if there was a diamond in the rough out of this entire class, it is A.Z. Thomas, because when I saw him at the Senior Bowl, I was blown away by his ability to lock down those players at the Senior Bowl. So it's really cool to see that in the first OTAs that's open to the media, he already is impressing right out of the bat because he has the length, he has the size. In my opinion, and Aaron Glenn says this too, the best press man covered corner in the entire 2025 draft. The Jets get him in there. So I expect him to be competing for that CB2 spot with Brandon Stevens, and I'm excited about the potential of Azareye'h Thomas, 110%, because you look at what Azareye'h Thomas is capable of doing with a guy like Sauce Gardner. I mean, I think the secondary for this Jets team really has potential to do something special this year. Malachi Moore, of course, is another guy, the rookie safety is really, really exciting to see what he's all about. So a lot of fun things to talk about with this Jets team in OTAs. So that's really all I have for you guys in day number 2. I think that the biggest takeaways is that the Jets have 100% people showing up. We have the offensive line on the field doing drills. All 5 of them. Armand Membu's already starting at right tackle, it seems. He's playing as a starting right tackle. So the offensive line's there. Everybody's healthy. We're seeing a lot of juice by this Jets team. And the fact, I cannot stress enough how important it is that this Jets team has 100% of people attending OTAs. That is completely voluntary. So I'm fired up about it, man. You guys let me know your biggest takeaways down below in the comment section. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed. My name is Richie Malora. Your boy's out, and we'll see you guys next time for the next OTA breakdown. Peace out.